It's time to talk stupidity.
Yeah, finally, I got to contribute to the show.
Let's welcome stupidity to the show. Matt, how are you?
I'm great. I'm amazing. What can I do to bring you down today?
you're getting ready to play your way out, just like Wilson is doing in New York.
Oh, yeah?
So, I don't know if we need to lay out the line. I don't know if you want to describe what happened,
Set the
Caleb.
backstory.
I mean, basically, he again, the Jets have one of the best defenses we've seen in the last few years. So the team is doing well. They're 6-4, but their quarterback has not been playing well. Statistically, he has been the worst quarterback in the NFL. And
that's hard to say when you have Russell Wilson in Denver.
Yeah. But, statistically, he's dead last in almost every category, 32nd in the NFL. And they had a game on Sunday, which, you're playing Bill Belichick. I've seen his defensive genius up close. Bill Belichick destroys young quarterbacks. It happens every year. He did it to Sam Darnold. He did it to young Josh Allen. That's kind of his deal. Other than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson played well. But other than that, he makes it tough on young quarterbacks. And so Zach Wilson goes out there and he completes 9 passes, 9 out of 27 for 77 yards. They had 103 yards of offense in the whole game. I think the average was they averaged 3 inches per play. And this is like an actual stat.
That's not even funny.
It's not even
true.
It's a true thing. They averaged like 3 inches per play. They had negative 21 yards. Negative 20 yards, I think, passing in the second half. It was a really, really bad game. He missed a lot of guys in the flat, wide open, sailed it on them and things like that. After the game, defense allowed 3 points, and they ended up losing on the last punt of the game. So he punted it off, last punt of the game, he takes it to the house for a touchdown. They lose 10-3. After the game, he gets up there, and they ask the rest of his teammates about the game, and they're frustrated. They say, they're cursing, like, this isn't okay. We have to do better. We have to find a way to get better. And the media asked Zach Wilson when it's his turn, hey, do you feel like you let the defense down because you only gave up 3 points? And he said no. And I understand you want to play this game with the media, but that's not going to work.
That's the time that he could have stood up and taken control of the team.
Taking accountability. You're a quarterback. You're the leader. You're not a receiver. You're not a running back. You're not an O lineman or D lineman. If you watch Tom Brady when he gets up on that podium every single time, we didn't do this. We need better execution. We need better consistency. We need to finish better. We have to do this. That's the job. That's what quarterback is.
And he said, I have to play better.
Yes.
Brady has said, I have to play better.
Aaron Rodgers, after they lost the last game, he said, I didn't make good throws tonight. I didn't do this. You take responsibility because you get the praise when you win. When you win 10 games and you do this and this and this, you get the praise. And it was released today that now he's going to be benched. And
they were waiting for that to come out.
Yeah, and Mike White is going to start. And it's it sucks, but that's kind of it's a tough pill to swallow. But it's like if you're not playing well, the least you can do is be a great leader, and people can at least get behind that. But when you start to alienate yourself from your teammates,
but there's no me in team. There's 2 yous and you suck. Defense, you suck.
Defense is playing.
They gave up 3 points.
And they have a really, 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 really good defense, and they have a team that can I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender by any means, but they can make a splash. They can go to the playoffs, and they could give somebody a tough first round game.
Let me ask you this: as an NFL player, can he get the team back, or is it gone?
It's tough, especially after you got benched too. Mike White would have to go play awful. He'd have to go play just as bad and they lose. But I think Zach Wilson's time might be up in New York.
Number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah, I think his time might be up in New York.
Can we bring back Mike Katz from the New York?
And it's a quarterback heavy draft, but it's tough. It's tough because defenses like this are not common. You don't get that for a lot of years in a row.
Right.
You just don't. So when you have this kind of defense that can do great things, I understand why he's and he's a defensive coach, so he's already like.
I know this is.
I'll get a new guy. I didn't draft you.
Right.
Right. So and he knocked it out the park. All the guys he drafted on defense are playing amazing.
Could you have ever thought that when they're talking New York Jets quarterback, the worst quarterback, and they're not thinking Sanchez? with the butt fumble, they're thinking of this guy.
You know what's awful and kind of funny? Sanchez went to two AFC NFC Championship games,
Yeah.
back-to-back years. But that butt fumble is just gonna stick with you. Since he left, what have they had?
Right.
Okay, I think they had Fitz, and Fitz had a good year one year, but then he ended up leaving. But like Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson, so they kind of wish they would love to have Mark Sanchez back.
And
right
who
now.
was in the draft that they didn't take? I mean, it was like somebody that's I don't remember what quarterback that's killing it.
Zach Wilson's year. It was Zach Wilson. The what's his name in the number one overall pick in Jacksonville. Trey Lance,
Lawrence,
Trevor Lawrence, Trevor Lawrence
Fields
first. Oh, Justin Fields,
Yeah.
and Trey Lance and Mac Jones.
Yeah. All right, I know it's stupid, but go ahead. What are you trying to get?
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, so some teams have legendary,
You know
like,
this is going to be stupid,
historic
right? Okay.
names, like the Purple People Eaters, the Orange Crush, the New York Sack Exchange.
Orange Crush.
Yeah, the Orange Crush, like the
that?
Denver
The
Bronco
Denver
defense.
The Broncos, because they were all orange.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
This was before you were born.
But some,
Okay.
but some
I was thinking
teams,
like, oh,
some teams
The
have,
no-name defense, the Dolphins.
Yeah, like, have the Buccaneers ever had a name for their defense? Like, do they ever have like any kind of cool, like, thing to stand behind, like on the
Yeah,
defensive side?
Warren Sapp
Warren,
and
I was
guys.
gonna say the Warren Sapps.
Sapp and Co. Like,
Well, you know what they call the Colts now,
Warren
don't you?
Sapp and
No.
Derek Brooks.
Do you know what they call the Colts?
No.
The Fighting Saturdays.
That's funny. That's funny.
No, I don't think
Anything
that.
is better than the Commanders.
but some teams are so iconic, and it builds like it trickles down. So you expect the Jets to have a great defense.
Speaking of the Commanders, I wrote down it was my only note, and I lost it. There was a play, I guess, last week. Did you see where the defensive player from the Commanders basically tomb bombed, picked a running back up,
Oh yeah.
and spiked them?
Yeah.
Like the Undertaker, like the power
Yeah, I
driver.
thought it was the Undertaker there
Yeah,
for a
right.
minute.
Suck it up, dude. It's football.
Got a helmet on. Got a helmet on.
No, obviously you don't want to hurt. You don't want to.
He
hurt
got
anybody.
penalized. But
Yeah, you don't want to hurt anybody. But hey, man,
How about the Eagles? No
Oh,
longer
yeah, you know where I
undefeated?
stand.
get over it. Dude.
Eagles are no
Sorry.
longer undefeated. I saw the Dolphins lighting up celebratory cigars to celebrate their 14-win season.
People have a problem with that too, and I don't.
What?
14 wins. There's only
You know, they-
14 games.
No, it wasn't.
There's only 14 games.
No,
in
it wasn't.
72, they only played 14 regular season games.
You didn't say regular season. They didn't go 14-0. I believe it was
16-0.
yeah,
Or 17.
17-0.
The Patriots went 19-1.
Well, that's not undefeated.
But
Yeah,
they went
it doesn't
more
count
longer
when you-
streak.
Moron.
You lost the biggest game. It doesn't count. You don't celebrate losing the Super Bowl.
I'm okay with them celebrating that their undefeated record still stands.
Yeah, that's
You know,
a
the
big
team
deal.
gets together. It's and let's be honest, it was so long ago that it's dwindling. You know, the players that are able to celebrate and stuff.
Yeah.
So big ups to them until somebody can go undefeated.
I mean, Tom Brady was 19-0. Something.
No, but he didn't go undefeated. Though he lost.
Well, he lost the last game, but he went longer games
the-
in a
the-
row
the-
consecutively.
It doesn't
Well,
matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter because you didn't finish the season undefeated. It's not who had the longest unbeaten streak.
I thought I was going to die that night. This is a true story. I
Really.
swear to you.
I was so happy.
I called home and said goodbye to my son because I thought it was like the worst snowstorm ever. And I'm trying to drive from Phoenix back to Vegas because I would bounce back and forth between the UFC and the Super Bowl. So my flight was the next day out of Vegas. And I'm driving. There was only one vehicle. It was a semi on the highway. And he got pissed that I was driving behind him. You know, I was letting him like be my fullback basically, and he was lifting the snow. And I literally thought I was going to die that night. I stopped and I stalled, and I'm now sitting in the snow.
Yeah, how about
You
you
just-
just
you
pull
just
over
shouldn't.
and just wait till
You should
Well,
just
it's cold. What am I going to do? Sit in a cold car?
you should just not drive in the West. Like between getting stuck on a rock and Red Rocks and like with a rental car and like you should just not drive anywhere west of the Mississippi.
There's a reason Steve and I go everywhere now.
Well, I'm just saying, like you driving out west is not a good thing.
Games this weekend? Anyone's NFL games on Sunday?
Tomorrow the Cowboys are playing, right? I don't remember.
It is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
Gonna have some good food.
That would be Detroit's playing tomorrow.
What are
too.
we doing tomorrow? Little playground football game, the Knockout Radio intramural squad.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll do it in St. Pete.
I'll take Caleb. Caleb's on my team. I've seen him work. I know how forceful he is.
Brian Jensen, Mike Litke against Steve and Kelly and Randy.
Let's get it.
Oh, you throw a big
I'm in. I'm in.
God, here I thought I was friends with you. I thought Ryan and I were buddies.
I got an ice bath. We can all recover like the NFL guys at the end.
All right, here's what we'll do. I won't play, but you three can play those three, and you get to do the ice bath naked with the three winners.
Well,
No.
that's weird. Makes things awful.
Anything special other than the traditional foods and stuff tomorrow, or
I don't know yet. Let me pat myself on the back. We had
don't hurt yourself?
We had a cooking competition, myself, Mike, and one of our buddies. And this past weekend, we were watching football and cooking, and I recreated the Bananas Foster butter cake from Eddie V's with the flame and everything on there, and it was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, but can you beat Jude in a national? Can you beat Jude? If you can't beat Jude,
I'll cook Jude.
your little Banana Foster trophy means nothing.
Can you say Jude's last name?
Ajibrima.
And if you don't beat him, we're gonna light your Banana Foster trophy on fire.
Was it a participation trophy? Did everybody get trophies for cooking?
No, we just got bragging rights. We just got to talk trash for a day or two.
Well, good stuff. Well, I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for everybody that's involved in this show. And with any luck and without Matt getting involved, we'll be able to do it again next week. And we'll be back. Enjoy Thanksgiving and enjoy the day. Enjoy everything this weekend. We'll see everybody back here next week for 8 Man Strong and Staff Zone. This has been Knockout Radio. See everybody next week.
Go Sap and Co.